whether you're on the fringes of the far left or whether you're in the center.
I'm starting to feel some empathy for Joe Biden. It's not the bit that's old and crusty, although I certainly feel a bit like that. It's more that feeling that, you know, when you went out on a Saturday night and you were in the nightclub and you're standing on your own and then someone says, go on then, you'll do, get your coat. It's like that. I mean, that's not much of an endorsement, is it? What's been the reaction of the sort of Biden team when they see your posters?
Well, I have no idea what their reaction is. I would assume it's sort of mixed. I mean, look, the truth of the matter is that Biden needs every ounce of support he can get. We need to deal a resounding blow to Donald Trump in November. So that means getting out the word in every way possible, appealing to every voter possible. And we've chosen to appeal to people like myself, like the other people I work with, who are progressives, people who might be considering staying home or voting for a third party. We're trying to emphasize that, you know, the stakes of this election are really way too high to sit it out.
Yeah. How I was asking Kathy this earlier. How are you watching all that's going on this week? Are you doing it the sort of high tech way? Are you watching it on Netflix or on Apple TV, or are you going to one of the Democrat drive-ins?
So last night, you know, we live tweeted the DNC, the virtual DNC. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Settle for Biden. And we're continuing to do that. We're going to be live tweeting the DNC tonight and for the next 2 nights. We're following the convention very closely. We follow the presidential race incredibly closely, and we're just doing everything we can to advocate for progressive change, to advocate for Joe Biden, and to make the Biden-Harris ticket as progressive as possible.
Okay, Sam Weinberg, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
I was going to
From
take
Chicago,
you to one of those
and for
Democratic
putting up,
drive-ins.
Christian, did you just, I have an awful feeling that you just asked him whether he was going to kind of take a blind date back from a nightclub and then suggested that Netflix is high tech. You did both of those things in the course of about one interview in 1 minute.
You just, well, you've just
you
proven my
talking
case.
about?
I just said I was going to take you to a Democratic drive-in. If I'd have been there, it would have been a hot date. I could have taken you to watch Jill Biden. We could have got some popcorn and sat in our car and watched the convention.
You just aged dramatically in the last 3 months. Okay, they usually seem dotting the waters off the Mediterranean and the Caribbean, but since the pandemic hit, cruise ships have been largely...
Stop them drifting.
We had to come out of that early because apparently I spoke too
because
long.
you were asking such weird questions. And by the way, we'll be back with this terribly high-tech program on your television, maybe even streaming somewhere tomorrow at 9 o'clock in London with Christian and me.